How much cash did you have on you where you're like, fuck, I'm doing pretty well right now?
When I was sitting in Australia in my studio apartment, I had $10 million. I had millions in the cabinets of the kitchen. I had it in the dishwasher. I had it in the microwave. I had it in the freezer. I had it in the attic. And I was sitting on my bed and I was like, fuck, I have nowhere else to put the money. And I had it underneath my bed and I would literally sit there and popping Xanax and fucking taking GHB and nothing would put me to sleep because I was so fucking nervous. We lost $3.2 million of the cartel's money in less than 24 hours.
Shit.
And I said, fuck, what am I going to do now? Do I run from them? And just the rest of my life, I'm looking over my shoulders, or do I go face the music? And that's what I did. You'll see in the documentary, I literally had to go to Mexico and meet the boss of all bosses. And I sat down with this dude and I said, listen, I lost your money. What do you want me to do? And he says, there's two things we can do. I either kill you, he said it in Spanish, plata or plomo, which means you get the lead of the bullet or you pay me the money. I said, fuck, of course I'm going to pay you the money. He goes, okay, you don't owe me 3.2 million anymore. You now owe me 4. And now to make it up, you got to figure out how you're going to get cocaine into Australia, the hardest place in the world. And we're not using our routes. We're going to give you our product and you have to figure out how to get it there.
So how the fuck do you figure that out?
I got creative. I started putting it in, literally taking the kilos, putting them in bathtubs, taking 150 proof Everclear, the purest of the pure alcohol. And I would put 10 kilos in a bathtub. I would dump this Everclear. I would take an oar, like an oar you'd use for a stand-up paddleboard.
Okay.
And I would break it down. I'm literally liquefying this cocaine. And I would dump it back into the wine bottles, the dark wine bottles. And I'd recork it. I'd melt this wax, this red wax to go on top of the wine. So it looks like a brand new wine bottle. I put it back in the case. I'd go have my runner take it to Napa Valley. And he ships the wine from Napa Valley to Australia.
Jesus.
My people in Napa Valley are like, what the fuck's going on? They're like, don't worry about it.
Necessity is the mother of invention.